Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of All Consuming Podcast. This is Core Values number 16.
That's right.
And you might have noticed, or maybe you didn't, we didn't do an episode last week. This isn't how we wanted to announce it, but this is how we're going to do it. So we're actually transitioning from doing it weekly to like every other week. This allows us to do more things. We have more free time. Literally every week doing this took away in most opportunities for other kinds of episodes. Yeah. So we're just constantly, like, anytime we were ever caught up, we would just fall behind again. So it gives us some more breathing room. And so we got some fun ideas cooking of what other content we can do.
It's been great, like, releasing regular content, but it's just the same regular things. Core values. We want to do some fun things in place of other core values. And I think the benefit of this, too, is we get 2 weeks of releases, and so we can play, like, the really good stuff.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Not that we've ever played any.
No.
Everything we've played has been so good.
No. No, but then you don't have to dig through the bowels of Reddit to find a Christian song to play.
Yeah.
You know, like, hey.
Yeah, and I'll still put songs, like, on our playlist on Spotify.
Yeah. Core Values playlist.
Check it out. So even if we don't talk about it, I'll try to remember to do a shout out at the end of stuff we didn't get to talk about just because we ran out of time. So yeah.
Gary, I've seen you secretly.
Oh.
I've been watching you, not in person, but in Facebook.
Okay.
And
so you're Facebook
I am
stalking.
linked to our All Consuming Podcast Facebook, obviously, right?
Right.
So
our page.
anytime you tag that, I get a notification. And so, like, for example, like, I see it, like, the Demon Hunter group that you're a part of.
Yeah.
Right? You said, hey, I have a podcast, and a Christian metal podcast, and just wondering, like, what genre is Demon Hunter? And I was like, dude, and in my mind at first, I'm like, that's genius, man.
Yeah, it's clickbait. Like, it's
right.
just
People are then like, obviously they're going to say, bro, don't leave us hanging. What's your podcast? And then you said All Consuming, you tagged it, and that's what brought me in.
Okay.
So I'm looking at this, and it's just creative. Like,
and you're like, Demon Hunter, my favorite band. I can't believe I'm not part of this group.
Hey, I like Demon Hunter. Don't say that out loud.
Oh, sorry.
But anyways, like, I see these responses, and I got to get in there. I have to do the typical thing I always do. Yeah, and I hear his co-host is really funny. And I post it as myself, and then they say, whoa, who's his co-host? You know, and I'm like, boom, it's me. Anyways, like, I had to join that Demon Hunter page.
Sure.
And it asked me 2 questions.
Okay, making sure you're not a bot.
3. Yeah, it
okay.
said, who's Demon Hunter's lead singer? And I knew that one, so you call me a fan, Ryan Clark.
Yeah, Tommy. Oh, right. Ryan Clark.
And then it said, what is your favorite Demon Hunter song? And that made me think, right? I had to, like, go back, because we're talking about a lot of discography to cover.
Dude, yeah, I mean, what, 200 songs?
Yeah. And so I had to look back, and I went back, and I found my favorite song.
Undying.
See, you said, this is, you're the moderator.
Why are you cracking up, dude?
You're the moderator. I'm not. You're the moderator. You saw my thing. I typed Undying, and I submitted it. It went right to you, and you approved my access to the group.
Yeah, and I grinned the whole time. I'm not a moderator of that page.
How do you know Undying is my favorite song?
So pretty much every time I'm in the car with you or whatever, and someone has to pick a Demon Hunter song, you always pick Undying. Like,
no way.
Yeah.
Once in my life,
I think you even mentioned it on one of our episodes where we actually did a Demon Hunter album too. You know, The World is a Thorn. I'm pretty sure you mentioned that, like, your favorite song of all time is that one. Of all of Demon Hunter is that one.
Okay, so the triptych, what song was track 2? It's one of my favorites too.
Not I?
Not I, yeah. So it goes
so
like,
Not I is like 3, right? Because it starts with that weird chorus.
Yes, which is
builds
cool.
into Undying.
But I think the 3-song run of Not I, Undying, and Relentless Intolerance, that's pretty freaking great.
Yeah, 100%
3-song
agree.
run.
100% agree.
Like, probably the best Demon Hunter 3-song run I've ever heard.
I agree. I mean, I think Triptych is my favorite album. I think it's their best. And so if you say anything positive about Triptych, I'll just agree with you and smile. Yep, it's true. That was right.
So you're promoting the podcast in that creative way, which is awesome. I appreciate that. I mean, and you say you're not, but I saw another one today.
What?
Yeah, you said, hey, I run a podcast that's named after War of Ages in the metal and hardcore one. It tags me every time, Gary. It tags me.
So that was different, right? Someone was saying, like, that War of Ages is their favorite one, their favorite song, and they just found it, right? They just found War of Ages, and I'm like, geez, you just found War of Ages? You're just now getting into the scene? Yeah, so instead of being like, check out this playlist, or here's a list of 30 things to listen to, like everyone else does, right? Oh, you like War of Ages? Have you heard Impending Doom? Because they sound the same, apparently, right?
Yeah.
And just, have you heard my band? Everyone's just injecting this, and I'm like, I have a podcast that talks about this stuff. It's easier to say. Yeah. It's named after one of their songs, but it's not like I made a post. I replied to a person.
I'm just giving you a hard time. But I think it's great.
Great marketing, and all of our listeners are like, geez, Gary, you're really clickbaiting out there. But.
Great marketing. I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go on to the groups that I'm in, Taylor Swift, and be like, I have
Turnstile. So I have a
podcast, Christian podcast, and they're going to be like, don't tell me the name. That's probably what they'd say. Instead of, hey, what is it?
So the reason I didn't do that in the post is a lot of times when you say, like, here's my podcast, like the auto moderator of Facebook will be like, this is self-promotion. It's click, it's like, it could be a bot. They want you to go to this link, whatever. And it just auto gets blocked. So
even if you have good intentions of like, hey, I really want to know so I can talk about this. And to answer your question before we get into this, the genre of Demon Hunter is metal.
I think so too. Just metal. Like if you took album 1 to album 10 all together to album 11, and I think metal is the.
There are songs.
I was looking for one answer. Some people are like, it's like metalcore, new metal, all this stuff. I'm like, just one. What's one genre? You only get to pick one.
It's metal, but there are songs that are metalcore, that are whatever, rock.
I didn't.
It's metal.
I didn't not know the answer to that.
Yeah, and then you got people that screenshot the Wikipedia page and throw in your book, and like, okay, all right.
Let me Google that for you. It's like, well, I'm actually trying to start a conversation, but
yeah. All right, well, that was cool, though. I appreciate the marketing, and it tagged me, and I felt like I was, like, looking under the curtain,
Yeah. Oh, who's talking about all-consuming podcasts?
Who is that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's do this thing.
Should we get started?
Let's go.
So we've got 10 songs, and let me tell you, it was hard. I think I started with 16. So, like, if we did this every week, we would have had 8 songs each week, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like, I have 16. We just don't have that kind of time. We're already 10 minutes into this. And I've got 40 minutes of songs. So we're only allowed to talk for 10 more minutes.
Okay.
All right. So up first, got to talk about it. As I Lay Dying released a new song called Burden. So, and everyone's like, with the completely new lineup, a whole new band. It's not even As I Lay Dying. It's like 40% of the original members are still there. Calm down.
Yeah.
There's still 2 guys.
Yep.
It's an interesting song. It's really heavy. I'm sure you've already heard it.
Not only have I heard it, but I've listened to it at least 10 times.
Oh, wow. I'm probably at 3, but let's listen to it. Song's called Burden.
It's good. For sure.
I kind of wonder who it's about.
It's seems like it's always about the same theme.
I wonder if it's about his old band members that left, calling them a burden.
No way.
That's been lifted.
Maybe. I think though, like, so you got Tim and rhythm guitarist Phil, I think his name is, still in it.
Yep.
And drummer was the most recent left. Nick Hippa left. Bassist, singer Josh Gilbert left also.
Yeah, he's in Spirit Box now.
Yeah, and he wasn't an original guy anyways, but...
he wasn't on the first couple, but he's been there for
a while.
Yeah. And this new clean vocalist, I forgot what band he was from.
He slays, dude.
Yeah, it's first time hearing the song, I was like, I don't know, it's not As I Lay Dying, it's gonna give me a minute, but second playthrough, third playthrough, I'm like, I dig it. I feel like it's more metal than metalcore,
For sure. I mean, the riffage, I think, is what we should say.
And Phil wrote that.
Fun. Have to.
Tim didn't write that. It was the other guitarist. He wrote it a long time ago, and Tim's like, "Hey, I think I can make a song out of this."
That's cool. The solo.
Metalcore, man. So you think the future As I Lay Dying songs are gonna still be, I don't know, about retribution and like positive in a sense?
He can only keep singing about this theme of retribution,
repentance,
long.
redemption. I don't know.
Yeah. This part's pretty sick, though, coming up right now. Boom. Dead weight, burden.
Yep.
Yeah. That background.
I love the way Tim does that build up to a scream, you know? It's become clear that you're... You know, he's a build up.
He's a phenomenal vocalist. He really is.
Yep.
And it's interesting going, and this is probably with every vocalist, but you go watch those early lives from their first album when they're kids, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, he's terrible. Terrible. And now it's man, it's so good. And obviously production's better and all that.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what bands we are listening to nowadays that are, young, and it's oh, that's just terrible. But in 20 years, it's going to be dude, remember when we talked about them on our podcast?
Yeah.
You just never know. You never know.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah.
To me, this sounds like As Lay Dying always has right now.
Yep.
Riffage, awesome, fast.
Yep. It's always worth talking about them. I know there's a lot of drama, and some people are adamant about not supporting them. And some people are I forgive him. He's done his time. He's paid his crime, right? But worth talking about. It's interesting news. So up next. So this next one, I've heard this song, I don't know, a year, 2 years, during COVID. It's by a guy named Caleb Hyles. He does covers and stuff on YouTube. He's a YouTube guy. But it's featuring Lacey Sturm, Flyleaf, right? Anyway, really good song. It's a rock anthem. Yeah. It's a ballad. He sings very well, very operatic or whatever. She sings really well. But it's been redone, and it's been redone with Wolves at the Gate. So I haven't listened to it yet, but I'm excited. Okay, I've listened to it on Instagram with the little teasers they had, but here we go. The song's called Darkness Before the Dawn, but this version is in all caps with an exclamation mark.
Ooh.
The other version is just normal.
Interesting.
Normal words. But here we go. I'd be curious what you think about it, since it's kind of more rock,
I like rock.
Eh?
It's cool. It's an interesting tone of guitar. It sounds muddy,
Breaking Benjamin?
Yeah, maybe Breaking Benjamin. It just doesn't... It has the the heavy rock tone.
Yeah. There's Caleb. His voice is powerful, man. It's interesting because most of his songs are covers of funny things, but he's doing this serious stuff lately, and so it's I much prefer his serious attempts at music than his funny covers and whatnot.
What are some funny things that he covers?
He does Cartoon Network songs, but in with his voice. Why can't I think of anything? Adventure Time.
Oh yeah.
Stuff. He's done some Disney songs. He's done Wellerman.
So this is Lacey, I presume.
Yeah. Kind of sped up from the previous version.
So Wolves at the Gate, we talked about this before. They say Wolves at the Gate, but is it just one person?
So I'm pretty sure I heard Steve and
Nick.
I was gonna say Nick, but I can't think of his full name.
Nick Dill. Nick.
We're a legitimate podcast that knows what we're talking about.
Nick Nocturnal, is that?
Daddy?
Nick Deddy, that's it, yeah.
It is. I'm almost there. Nick
I
Deddy.
was close.
You were right, yeah.
I was right on it.
But that sounds like Nick Deddy there, so I don't know if Steve's in it at all.
So this dude's a Christian?
I don't know.
Just Wolves of the Gates in on it, Lacey's in
So
on it.
Manifest has a song with him too, you know, Canadian rapper guy.
Oh, do I know him? Yeah.
We go way back.
What was his one Avalanche song? Is that what it was called? Avalanche?
Yeah. No Plan B and
Avalanche played about 16,000 times on the radio every day when we were in college. By the way.
I mean, hey, that was probably his best work there. All right. So up next, Diamonds to Dust released another awesome, I don't know, symphonic deathcore, right? That's what we agreed on last time. Let's stick with that. So this song's called You Will Suffer.
Okay. Just jumps right in.
Yeah. Hey, they updated their bio. They are a Christian band dedicated to serving God and making heavy music.
Oh. What did it say before?
I don't know.
Oh.
Doesn't even say the genre, just Christian band.
Yeah. I dig this, though, for sure. Oh, hearing some symphonics and
Yep.
some little keys in the background.
All. I like that.
Jeez. Just that, yeah, that's where we need to be. You need that in the deathcore or whatever this is. You need that breakdown, that groove, whatever it is.
Pause.
Pause.
Yeah, I like that he's not, like sometimes I feel like the vocals are high and low and like, you know, it's like showing his range, but I feel like this is just like a, you know, ground punching low,
Very much so.
you know, heavy song.
Like that right there.
Like that.
I mean, it is a great scream range, right?
Yeah, yeah. Two breakdowns?
I don't know. It sounds like Sparrow Sleeps collabed with them, though. Yep. Oh, throw of hands right now.
That's awesome.
That's a beautiful breakdown. Still going, too.
That's metalcore.
But then...
Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding 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 dong.
You know, like it just changes back to the...
Tyler, don't make music, okay?
So Gary and I are basically just Beavis and Butthead, we realized like a week ago. There was a clip of them reacting to a Metallica song or something,
Yeah.
and we're just them. We make noises, we giggle,
We interrupt the song and people are like, hey, you guys talk through the whole thing.
you know, whatever. Anyway,
All
so
right.
sorry about that, guys.
I'm looking forward to Diamonds to Dust. I mean,
Dude, that
their
breakdown's
last two
been
singles have
brutal.
been like so good. So I'm
And
ready.
When they started, like when we first heard them, we were like, this is a different sound because it's closer to that Lorna Shore, right?
Early on, yeah.
Early on.
And they would occasionally have those like really poppy metalcore songs with their other
Yeah.
vocalists, their guitarists.
Yeah,
you know?
and so I don't know what they really fit in. They're kind of a bunch of different genres, but I'm here for it.
I like this song. This probably is my favorite Diamonds to Dust song so far. Like,
But I mean, live, they throw that breakdown. You'll never see the light of day. Dun, 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 dun. Like, that part's sick, man. It's going to, fun.
so up next, Earth Groans.
Yeah.
So interesting stuff. I don't think they're on Solid State anymore. I think he's releasing this on his own now. But this song was mixed and produced. I don't know about mixed. It was produced by Ryan Latrue, formerly of For Today and all that. So I like the direction that this single's going, and I'm excited to hear more. But the song's called Chasm. Let's listen.
Got like a Earth Groans kind of runs that chaotic hardcore, you know?
Yeah. Someone was saying, I saw someone post online like this is like Christian Knocked Loose, or if Knocked Loose had a better vocalist.
Dude, talking about wild vocalists, there's this band, and now I can't even think of the name, but it's like a meme.
Okay.
And he's like, oh my gosh, look what you made. Have you ever heard that guy? Okay, I gotta stop. I'm ruining stuff.
Ooh. I like that like group shout kind of background. Yes.
That's fun. That's a little bit different, huh?
Yeah.
You know, they're like that band Deathbreaker a little bit, right? Those kind of the same genre, just chaos rock.
Chaos rock?
Or sorry, not chaos rock, but like you know, chaotic hardcore. Like
What is this? That was interesting. It was like industrial or something, you know?
Something Norma Jean would do or something.
But you got that background like
yeah.
I like it. It's kind of ominous and gloomy.
Yeah.
Matches Chasm, you know.
For sure.
Word. How far is it to the bottom? I dig it.
Slow. It's good. Every time I listen to Earth Groans, I'm like, it's good. Like, definitely, it's good, right?
Yeah, in my opinion. So I really like that song. Really like that song.
Yeah.
Live, they're so much better than their music. Like,
really,
just a lot of energy, a lot of fun.
Oh, it feels like they have a ton
it just
of
feels like you hear the aggression, but like looking on the stage, you see the aggression.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
So it just really gets you in the mood.
For what?
So that's it.
The mood
for what? Watching them.
Just really gets
I'd
me
say
in the
going
mood.
in the pit, but I don't go in the pit. So, all right. So up next is a new band. They only have one song. The band's called Kevino.
Kevin?
Yeah, with an O. Kevin with an O. So I know he's on Instagram and stuff, but this was brought to my attention because Jordan, from our Discord, from Unworthy, chat with him all the time. Good dude. He is singing in this one.
Oh.
And one of the other vocalists is Daniel McKay. Make sure I got that right. Yeah. And he's from Collapse Revive. So another Christian metalcore band. So anyway, this song's called Thrinos. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably butchering all kinds of things. But let's listen to it and tell me what you think. So,
All right.
one song. Let's hear it.
Kevino.
I don't know. So that's Jordan.
You said he was singing.
Screaming.
Oh, he's screaming. It's good.
Yeah, and Kevino he does the guitar riffs and stuff. So.
So he just invited these guys to help do.
Yeah, collabed on Facebook or something. Yeah. And there's Daniel.
So I wonder if he's going to do that with others, or is it like I'm trying to
One and done
bring
song.
these boys in? Yeah, maybe one and done.
I can just picture Jordan screaming because I've seen so many clips of Jordan.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize until, I guess it wasn't that recently, but like, I think it's when I saw him post a video when he was at a Phineas show where he got up on there and screamed a Phineas song.
Yeah.
And I was like, that dude can scream too, not just like shred the guitar, like,
Yeah.
and produce music and do all that. Like, come on. Wow.
Yeah.
Love that.
Wish I knew what he was saying. I don't understand that.
Yeah. Something about yeah. But it was good.
Something from Harry Potter, you know.
Some spell.
It's probably something very heartfelt, and we're making fun of it.
We're not making fun.
Although right there, he says shake the serpent's tongue, you know?
Yeah. Grace of God.
I like that guitar there. Ooh,
Over or more? More. Oh boy. This actually goes pretty hard.
yeah. Love it.
That's great, dude. More. Just don't do a one and done. Do this more and
Yeah,
keep
I'd like
the same
to see
guys.
more. Yeah, do more songs
Why not?
with Jordan and Daniel. That'd
Just
be great.
collab more, make more, keep it brutal. Just it's fun.
Just gotta find a drummer. I hear those don't exist.
They just make it their own beats.
Yeah. Just beatbox the drums. Yeah.
See?
All right. Moving on. So up next, Heal the Hurt has another song out. We heard a song, a couple weeks ago by now called Withering.
Yeah.
This one came out, I think, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago. Called Where Our Hearts Divide. Let's listen. That's the name of the song.
You can understand it. That's right.
The artwork's kind of interesting. It's like a bird's legs tied up, hanging onto a rope, upside down.
Let me see this. Gosh dang it. Oh yeah. That's cool.
And Withering was like a dead bird with its wing hanging out.
Yeah.
He's got the clean vocals of like metalcore, you know?
Absolutely. Like 2010s metalcore.
Yeah.
kind of warms my heart. Yep. I love the vibe right now. Uh-oh, here we go.
We're gonna have a breakdown.
Yep. Hear that? Kick.
Kicking with their hand.
Woo. Wow. Interesting transition from where they were to get down to this.
Breakdown that went all the way down to nothing,
Yeah, and it came back
and
up.
then back to this. Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty good song. Pretty good vibes. You know.
It's great.
I think it'll be well received.
I love the guitars during this clean singing part right now. Just the kind of the chugs,
The chugs or the lead in the background.
both together, and then the
Yeah.
cleans with it. Sounds cool.
It's like the part of this, the music video, the guy's just like running in place, not playing a note. And then chugga chugga.
Yes.
Chugga chugga. Yeah.
Someone turn the alarm off though. You hear that? Dum, 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 dum.
That's that guitar, dude. All right, pretty cool.
Love it.
Got 2
Feel
songs in 2 weeks.
The
Like,
Hurt.
Yeah.
Good
Feel
stuff.
the Hurt. Check them out. So up next, Cleansing of the Temple.
Oh.
So I saw Sean on Kingdom Core. You might have heard of it. Some small page
Some
on
page,
Instagram.
yeah.
He promotes like Christian music, whatever.
Yeah.
Put up a little clip of it with some of the lyrics, and it made me like re-listen to the song because the song came out like a week ago. This past week, like not last week, but during this week. Anyway, really good song. It's called "I Afflicted," and here we go. This is a 5-piece fusion of deathcore, slam, hardcore, and metalcore.
I'm in. I love slam.
Their bio says Christcore lives.
Hey.
Is this the band that did Slam for the Lamb? It is. I like that song.
Jeez. This is sick. This is nasty, dude. 5-piece, multiple vocalists, sounds like.
Someone's got to be going, so someone else can scream high, you know? From South Carolina. This is nuts. Oh my gosh.
That was a tea kettle they put in this. What in the world? I want to know what he screamed during that pig squeal. It was probably something about Jesus, which is awesome.
It's all the same! Just a damn cliche! Where is our God now? Where is he not? Fingers pointed at the sky! Not a man! Not a bears! The pride of hope! Drowning! It is!
Dude, the emotion in this is
Yeah.
crazy. just pissed off. Like,
The indention of your knees are already made, like praying, kneeling to pray. That's crazy.
that is fun.
So I saw that Sean actually chatted with the dude and he posted like a big description of it. But basically, it's lyrically, he's asking why so many people who denied God's existence are so quick to blame him when bad things happen in the world. Believer or not, it seems like we're so quick to point the finger at God instead of the flaws and sin of mankind that got us here in the first place. And he goes on to explain some more of that, and so it's really interesting. And the lyrics are spot on. Like, I really like it. He's got at least I don't know the whole lyrics, but the clip that Sean shared on his Kingdom Core thing, putting the lyrics up there, like,
That's cool.
yep, I like them. Cleansing of the Temple, they got some good stuff.
Sweet.
So up next, the last band that has new stuff is a band called Descriptor, and I know we've shared them on our Instagram and stuff, and we've talked about them, but I don't think they've ever been on one of our Core Values episodes. And so this is a song called Deathwork. Descriptor is a band from Tacoma, right down the road from us.
Washington State.
I play Xbox with a guy that goes to their church, so I'm like, "Oi, ask him this,
Really?
hey, ask him that." Yeah.
That's cool.
So
You only play Xbox with kind of regional guys, or just happens to be regional?
people I know in real life is who I play Xbox with.
Oh, so how do you know the guy in Tacoma for real life?
So he went to Moody Bible Institute out here in Spokane.
Oh,
And
then
during
you
that
moved.
time, he went to our church for a little bit to help do Moody stuff,
Got it.
get credits. And he was friends with some of the guys that went to my church. And so through hangout sessions and whatnot, became good friends. So the song's called Deathwork. Let's get it started. This is something more along the lines of like Hands, My Epic, that post-hardcore rock, ambient. Their bio says, "Light up the darkness, hail the risen King."
Beautiful bio. For sure. Like you said, my epic hands.
Yeah.
Everything is slow motion. Whatever it is.
Some Thrice.
Ooh, Thrice.
Dustin Kensrue, some Mars Hill bands in there,
Yeah. Was that the greatest era in modern worship history? Mars Hill?
I think so. But
Like musically, like that worship they were putting out was insane.
yeah. We might be biased.
Little. I love this, man. This genre of music is perfect.
It's like chill
Yes.
and aggressive.
Yeah.
It's like how my body feels versus how my mind feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they dropped their first single last year. And I saw it because a friend on Facebook shared their song, and I was like, hey, that has a skull on it.
Wow. This is great.
Yeah, it's a two-man band.
Really? It has that hands just kind of build too. It feels like,
Yeah. A lot of different tempo changes.
Yeah. The ambience is building this mood that we're trying to chillax in.
Yeah, and I think he's a great singer too. You know.
Yeah. He has that Kenjru type of voice like you were talking about.
Yeah, and like that scream, you know. I don't know. It kind of sounds maybe like Wolves at the Gate, Nick Deddy.
Yeah. With not that heavy music behind it, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh, this is my jam.
This is part of the song still? Is this our mission?
Selah. Yeah.
So it sounds like. That's awesome.
Yeah. So cool stuff there.
I enjoyed that one a lot.
Descriptor. Check them out. Yeah, I chatted with them on Instagram for a minute, so hoping to hang out with them at Furnace Fest.
Really?
Or one of them. Yeah.
Wow, Gary. You guys gonna ride the same plane?
Probably not. Maybe joining in Denver or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Who knows?
All right. Up next. So that's it for our new releases. There's a lot of other stuff. Let me see if I can just go through a list. I'm sure I missed some things. So Classic Disaster, right? We're friends with them. They released an actual EP today.
Yeah.
3 of the songs were singles that have been released since their inception. And so there's 3 new songs on that. Worth checking out. I wished that was the last one I cut, and it's like, it hurts me, you know?
Yeah.
Good dudes. Check them out. Another one I missed, Breach of Demise. Hold on, pausing. Yep. Deathcore band, song called At the End of It All, or At the End of All. Check them out. Who else did I miss? Christian, I don't know, hard rock, somewhere around there, called 12 Spies. They had a new single out called Bleeding. I'll put that on our
12
playlist.
Stones.
Nope.
12 Spies.
Similar album art at times.
Really?
Like, cool. I was like, kind of looked like it. Change the World with, all one word instead of the O on world. It's an X. Sean from ENCORE like loves them. It's more like ambient, like groove stuff. But anyway, new song called Vanity out now. And Crowned, we did one of their songs a few weeks ago, more than a few weeks ago, maybe a month or more. They have a new song out called Fatherless. It's very good. So, also worth checking out. I'll put it on our playlist. If you guys are like, I can't remember all that stuff, Gary, I'm driving. I can't write that
playlist.
down. Check our playlist. I don't have Spotify. I can't help you. That's the end of it. So, at the end of our show, we always do the encore song.
That's right.
So we asked our patrons, hey, what song do you guys want us to listen to? Any song, any band, any year, any genre. I mean, if they're like, hey guys, here's a Taylor Swift song, Tyler would be more than happy.
Okay.
But I love the suggestions we're getting. Like, keep them coming. This one is what am I gonna say? So this is from Adam Roll.
Ooh.
I think we did a song of his like 2 times ago.
Adam
Roll. He picked Color Me Valiant, a song called Orphan, featuring Dan McWhorter.
How should I know that name?
So Dan McWhorter is the frontman of Gideon.
Yes.
So, but this song came out, it was recorded a while ago, but it was put up on Spotify like 2 years ago.
Hardcore Kid Gone Cowboy, McWhorter.
Yeah. That guy.
Got it.
But, Color Me Valiant has their guitarist is up. He's in our Discord and has been chatting, and, he's got a channel on there and shares all of his stories, and he'd love to talk to people if you guys want to talk about this song. But I saw that suggestion. I'm like, dude, we have to do this. It's from the album Sinner, Servant, Son. One word, Sinner, Servant, Son. And let's do it. Song called Orphan. Post-hardcore. They were great. Ended too soon, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's different. You got the drum roll going, and the nice,
sad
clean
guitar
picking behind it. Yeah. Oh yeah.
The world says you are worthless.
gosh, man, this is what I want. I want more of this.
There's a whole EP for you. Capital H, you're worth his love.
There is to be more to this. I hear the demons whisper my name. I feel their hands around my throat. The sweet lure of every voice. My broken heart is over.
I love these very serious lyrics.
Yeah.
You know?
Man. It, like, the music
Comes
sets
Dan.
this.
From the perspective of Jesus.
Beautiful, man. It's so crazy. The music sets this like somber tone where you know it's sad, and the lyrics have this aggression to it from the harsh screaming. Yeah, right. It's awesome. It sets a really cool tone.
I'm reading the lyrics along, so I'm kind of cheating. Oh, Dan. I miss these lyrics, buddy.
What year was this?
I don't know, 14 maybe? I'm just guessing. So good.
So good. Like, to me, this is really weird to say. Like, if I could choose the style of worship, and that's not what I believe. Like, I believe worship should be congregational. The church should be able to sing together, right? That's
As
what
a
I
body,
truthfully
unified.
believe. Body unified, right? But if it was just about Tyler, which it's not, but if it's just about me, that would be the exact...
Worship is always about Tyler. I always have to think.
That would be the exact style of worship music that I would want. Like, that I think, to me, like, moves me the most.
Yeah.
Right? Like, just that feeling of that, like, there's so much, not necessarily aggression, but, like, emotion in harsh vocals.
I mean, there's a lot to be said with that, too, right? So I don't think any of that song was a clean singing.
No, not at all.
Yeah. But, you know, where the song, it's kind of like a, you know, so the song's like, the world tells you you're worthless.
Yeah.
That you're nothing. You mean nothing.
Right.
And then it's kind of and then it transitions to him like praying and saying, hey, if I knock at your door, will you answer it like you promised? You promised me you would answer. And it's kind of like a, you know, reaching out, you know, saying life is hard. He's in the darkness, whatever. And at the end, it's like Jesus responding and being like, dude, I died so that I could call you my son.
Yeah.
You know, saying that you are worth more, not worthless. And, you know, just a turnaround of lyrics. So it's like this big swing, right? Like, you're garbage, you're nothing, rock bottom, to like a... And then the guitar tones change, too, to be much happier and higher, you know?
Yeah.
And so you get that emotional response associated with the music, and which is a lot of the stuff that, like, church does with, you know...
Yep. It's King's Kaleidoscope, a prayer, right, type thing, too, right? Upset the response, you know? They did it before that, I guess. This group did.
I mean, it's an effective way to write a song.
Yeah, it really is.
Like,
especially if you're like trying to,
and it's relatable, you know.
Yeah,
everyone knows what the world tells us. Like, we all know that.
Yeah,
but
love it. That song makes me really, really emotional, and I love it. That's what it's about.
So, thanks, Adam Roll, for suggesting that. He says, powerful lyrics. He can never make it through without a few tears.
Yeah, man.
Welling up. Yep.
Jeez.
Powerful stuff. So, I guess that is a wrap, right? That's the end of the core values.
That's it right there, man.
It. So, thanks everyone for listening to us. If you like what we were doing, become a patron. buy us a cup of coffee. Hop on the conversations. Tell us what songs to pick. If you think everyone's picking horrible stuff, if you think everyone's doing a great job, at least give them a heart. Give them a thumbs up. Say, hey, you guys are doing great. We have Instagram, Facebook, Discord. Send us a message. Say, hey, we appreciate you guys, and leave a review. Spotify, Apple, leave us reviews. Say,
and on
podcasting
on Apple, you can actually write a review, and we will. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it like this. I was gonna say we will read it no matter what.
We will try.
But they could leave a review that says poop poop pee pee icky stinky. We don't want it like that. We want a thoughtful.
Someone's gonna leave a review that says that.
These dudes not only make podcasts great again, was what we've heard before. These dudes are keeping podcasts great. That's what I think that our next one should be. People are just gonna think we're just a code MAGA podcast or something now. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, leave a review for us.
Let's go, Tyler.
It.
All right.
It would be Let's Go, Tyler.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. We appreciate you guys. Have a great week.
See you later.
Thank you for listening.